Hey everyone, happy Monday. Hope you all had a good weekend.
Happy Monday, Abby.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Avi.
Hey. So, ready for more trading, huh? Let's see. All right, I've had a look at the news. I don't see anything on the calendar today that should be troublesome. So now it's just a matter of putting lines on a chart and waiting for it to get there. So there we go. Look at that. I like this on the SPY. Pushing upwards, consolidating below the level. These lows been getting higher. This is what I really like to see. So breakout through this 8 a.m. level, Fibonacci level. And we're off to 602.60. So that's the plan. Not much else, really. Yeah, Maybach, go ahead.
Would you take the break of the 660 or 637? Would you wait for the break of yesterday's high? Or
No, I'm not
Okay.
worried about that. No, see, one thing that I'm seeing here is during this consolidation, these lows are getting higher and higher and higher,
Mhm.
which gives me confidence that it's very likely to break through overhead resistance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, it's in the quality of the consolidation. It's a pretty good one there.
It looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, all good. Good price action. Cool. Peter should be joining us shortly. All right. Cool. Now it's just a matter of waiting for about 15 minutes till the open. And that's it. There's nothing else on my mind. If you guys want to talk about anything, let me know.
I'm torn between AMD, Amazon, and Nvidia. What do you think?
What? What are you doing?
I know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, am I looking at too much?
Let's have a look. Oh, you have AMD's already running up. You have Nvidia, that's decent. Amazon looks the best to my eyes for the breakout going up. And then I'd go with Nvidia as a second and AMD last. AMD's already on its way, about to bump into resistance. So, but everything basically looks upwards. Everything on my screen, except Tesla. So after this session, guys, we have 11 a.m. in the BBT webinar room. I'll be live trading there. So put that in your calendars. We'll have some fun. Did anyone ever get that video game to work in our Discord? That bugged me all weekend. Couldn't get the video game to work.
No, didn't try it afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't try it either. But I like that game. It's a fun one.
Yeah, it was so
Yo,
cool.
yo. Good morning.
Hello, Peter.
Morning.
Good morning. Good evening. And all
Yeah, that's right. How has your Monday been?
It still feels like Sunday. So I
Does
guess
it?
that's it.
All right.
Yeah, Jackie, you want to know about Tesla? Tesla doesn't look long to my eyes here. I'll put on the chart here. Let's see. Tesla's 30-minute. If anything, I would be more interested in a breakdown on Tesla. I see the consolidation in the pre-market, and a breakdown through that is what makes more sense right now than anything else. I think there's better price action out there, though. Yeah. Ooh, this is going to be fun today. No news to worry about. I like that.
Okay, what are we going to trade? Okay, yes. Should be some interesting trading. So good morning, everybody. I'm going to be the sidekick, I guess, to Avi this morning. Just so you know, I am not a particularly active open trader like Avi. I tend to wait a little bit for my trades to set up. I do have a specific strategy that I trade right at the open. What I call the rising devil, fallen angel. They're sort of opposite sides of the same coin, right? One is long, the other short, but the same trade. But that's only if I have a specific catalyst and something's moving in the direction of that catalyst. I got to say, so far this morning, don't really see anything that I love for that setup. So I'm really left just watching the markets to see what we get. Like Avi was saying, I would agree that Tesla is more short than long. And if we can get a nice pop up to where the VWAP currently sits, so that would be like 289, 30, 40, I might consider a short on it within the first couple of minutes, but it depends on what it does. If it just moves lower directly, probably no trade. If it goes higher over 290, then probably no trade as well. So yeah, that's about the only thing I'm looking at. Nvidia actually looks strong this morning. All the semis look strong to me. be watching them to see what they do. But other than that, it's probably going to be a slow morning until my signature trading time sort of kicks in, which for me is usually well after 10 o'clock, closer to 10:30, because I've got bigger setups. My main trading is the Mountain Pass, which is you need a high or low of day with significant movement into that price. So we may just be able to sit and chat, see what happens. Until then.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm waiting for the SPY to break out, but the first 3 or 4 minutes, if it does break out, I won't touch it. Just wait for it to settle down. Ideally, it happens 15 minutes or so after, and it's moving slowly, then it's easier to manage. It's basically my plan.
That is true. The other thing I'll be watching just for fun is, again, Microsoft and NVIDIA are chasing market dominance. Who's the biggest gorilla in the cage? And right now, Microsoft has the edge. They're only $40 billion in market cap ahead of NVIDIA. With at last count, I think Microsoft is sitting at $3.49 trillion, whereas NVIDIA is sitting at $3.45 trillion. So $40 billion away from each other. If NVIDIA can take over, someone will be popping some champagne over there, I'm sure. I don't know how long it will last.
And a shinier leather jacket, right? That NVIDIA
Yeah,
wears.
well, I haven't seen the CEO of Microsoft take to the leather jacket. Yes, but it would be funny if he gets like a mirrored leather jacket. I think he should just keep doing that. Now that there's he should like just double down on that, right?
Yes.
It would be awesome if you went to like the NVIDIA headquarters and they had like at a Hard Rock hotel, they have the glass cases with all the leather jackets throughout the ages. That would be awesome.
Oh yes.
Anyways.
NVIDIA. Cool. Yeah,
By the way, for
Amazon-
anybody, if you've never stayed at a Hard Rock hotel, worth doing sometime. They're entertaining places. Random memorabilia all over the place. Just don't bump into walls if you had something to drink, because they're very dark hotels. They love black paint.
Yes, we stayed there in San Diego, right? We had the
We did.
concert there. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, Amazon looks very interesting. I think it looks very similar to the SPY 30-minute chart. Basically, looks like a consolidation ready for a breakout going up through 214.97. Similar setups.
Jackie or Jakey, you're asking what I'm looking at. If you missed it, I'm looking at NVIDIA for a potential long at the open and Tesla for a potential short. But other than that, just waiting to see, because I don't have a lot of big targets here this morning. So, and Jakey, bienvenue. Make you French. You're just like.
All right.
All right, let's see what we get here. I got to put IonQ on a list here. IonQ. What else am I looking at? I'm looking at. I want to watch this UMAC thing. All these drone companies took off, pun intended, over the weekend with the U.S. Executive order that wants American drone dominance. You gotta love the way the White House words things. It's like, anyway.
Super propaganda.
Oh yeah. Nate, I think we can share more than one screen at a time here. So,
We usually share more than one. I don't know which one ends up getting recorded though. But we can share more than one, and everyone in here can pick whichever one they want to pin on their screen and watch. So.
oh, I don't want to take. It says take over from you. I don't want to take over from you though.
I can hit the button, take over back.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, if you share, I think yeah, what that takeover probably means the recording. Anyways, we can work that out.
I don't know.
There we go. So I'll unpin that, and Okay, there you go, guys. There's 2 screens up. You can pick which one you want to watch, or watch both.
Oh,
All right,
cool.
presenting. Okay, I think everything's working fine here. So I like the action here on the SPY. This is good. The last few minutes, it made a higher low and pushing up. Just look at the 30-minute chart right there. These higher lows are what I'm most interested in. As long as that keeps happening, I have confidence for the breakout to be genuine. So far, all good. He's saying, Omar, you got Trump meeting with China in London. Okay, so that will make things move if they tweet something.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun. Nothing on that schedule, but it's there.
Yeah. The we're always looking for news, the tweets, right? That's unfortunately the big wild card in the market. You never know what to expect. But
Yep.
we've got, I mean, there's just a lot happening right now, right? You still have the Israel-Palestine conflict. We've got Ukraine. We've got Trump's tariffs. We've got, threatened insurrection in the U.S. with Los Angeles on fire and ICE fighting with the National Guard called out. I mean, it's just like that.
Yeah.
A lot happening.
Wow.
Meanwhile, we're just trying to trade stocks.
I'm totally unaware of most of this stuff. When it's a
Okay.
weekend, I'll shut the world out and relax.
Blissfully unaware. That's okay.
Yeah. All right, guys, about 4 minutes more to the open.
Yeah. Here, one of the things that I normally do when I join here, if you guys want to look at my screen, since we have a couple of minutes here, normally what I do is, hold on a sec. Got to find my presentation. I have a number of strategies that I trade. You know that during boot camp, we usually suggest that you guys only pick a single strategy, and that makes a lot of sense. You want to build a strategy. You want to get very familiar with it and understand how not only to leverage it, but how to modify it, right, when the opportunity comes. And that's why we want you to sort of gain that experience. But after a period of time, when you become more experienced, you'll end up with sort of usually a couple of strategies. Now, not everybody, right? Andrew really trades off of one primary strategy, as does, for instance, John Hiltz in the Bearable Traders chat room, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. You can become an expert in a single strategy and trade that throughout your career. I have a number of strategies that I trade at this, well, here's what I want to say, like not at the same time, because I trade them in a sequence. So let me just bring up onto the screen that I'm sharing here. Here's the list of strategies that I have in my trade book, right? And at the open, like I mentioned, I trade a rising devil, fallen angel. I watch high of day and low of day breaks, but I don't actively trade them. What I do trade are parabolic reversals, my mountain pass, my lightning bolt strategy, and then at the close, my signature 1 to 10. What's specific about these is that they all happen at different times, and one builds from the other. So just quickly, to give you an idea, right, my Rising Devil Fallen Angel only happened at the open. And then they naturally will lead into high of day or low of day type opportunities. Succeed or fail, that's what the green or red arrows mean on this chart. They're then going to lead into other strategies, right? They can either become a parabolic reversal, become a lightning bolt, or become even a mountain pass. All of those strategies, though, happen at different times with different signals. The key for me is that means that I always know what I'm watching. I think that if you want to be a successful trader over the long term, you should never have trade strategies that tell you you could go long or short at the same time using different strategies. Because if you have the same signal that tells you, well, it could be long or it could be short, you know what usually happens, right? You're long, and then it moves against you for like one tick, and you get panicky. Oh no, I should have been short. And then you go short, and then it goes long, and then oh no, I should be long. And then you go short. Now you're down, like you just had 4 losses, and it doesn't even matter if you win the trade in the end. You probably just made back your losses, and you're back to break even. That's just a waste of time and energy, right? So if you're going to have multiple strategies, you should have them set up on different signals that happen at different times, in my humble opinion. So food for thought there. So that's my 1 minute alarm. We're heading into this open. Like I mentioned, I'm only watching 2 things. I'm going to be watching Tesla. See, Tesla's moving lower here. We need a big hard pop up now back to that VWAP for me to be able to take a trade short on it. We'll see if that happens at the open. NVIDIA was the other one, which is trending higher above the VWAP. We'll see if we get a pullback. NVIDIA does typically like to go long at the open. So we'll see. If either one of those set up nicely, I might get a trade opportunity. If not, I'll probably be waiting for an hour or so for my next setups to come into play.
Awesome. There you go, guys. 15 seconds or so. The market is a gold mine. Don't need to jump into anything. Just relax. Easy. There will be opportunities. There always will be opportunities.
Mine with caution so you don't get caught in a cave-in.
Yes, that's there too.
There you go. All right, here we go. There's the bell. Looks like Tesla's just going right lower. It's not even getting any pullback.
Yep.
Yikes. Tesla's got so much room to the downside here. This thing could move $50 if it really wanted to.
NVIDIA is interesting too. It's right in a breakout area on a 30-minute chart for me, but it is messy so far. I would think of a long in a bit. Hopefully, it stabilizes.
Darn it.
Amazon the other way.
Yeah. See, I was looking for a long on it. Like I said, if we got a pullback, the pullback happened a little too quickly. I was busy watching NVIDIA and missed it. Watching Tesla, and missed it. Oh, look at that move, though.
Yeah.
Typical NVIDIA.
Big breakout. You gotta wait for it now, guys. NVIDIA, let it pull back. Chasing it up here would be dangerous. I'm still waiting for the SPY. It's still going the wrong way, so I'm gonna have to wait.
Oh, and I just missed a little mini pullback on Tesla as well. So things are moving a little too fast for me this morning. Oh well.
Yeah, it is fast. A lot of things have moved already. I'm also curious about the SPY at 598.10 because there was a consolidation there previously, and the breakout happened on Friday. If it comes back down there, I might think of it as a retest of the previous breakout, but let's see. Still a long way. Gonna wait for these things. Whoa, Amazon really went down. Holy crap, the other way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Amazon, big drop.
Yeah. Very interesting. See what I see, you guys, on Amazon. It dropped into the previous consolidation area, which was Friday. You would think about a retest of that breakout, but it's clearly not doing that either. It's just going right through it. So forget about thinking about it long. Earlier that was set up, but now no way.
Video moving higher.
Ooh, look at that. Look at a 3-bar play on NVIDIA. Look at that. Who would have seen that? Pull back in the second minute, and then you go. AMD is doing the same thing, breaking right through levels. I've got for you guys what I'm looking at. One level to the next, and now going through the next one too. So Interesting, but it does feel like it's way out there already. You need to enter on a pullback again. I wouldn't go long here.
Hmm. Well, the moves were really aggressive in the opening minute, and we're only 4 minutes in now, and we've already started to slow.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's Monday morning. Shake the cobwebs out.
Yeah, I got the Pirates of the Caribbean music ringing in my head still from the weekend. My kids were watching the movie. I was like, just great music, great soundtrack. So, gotta shake that off quickly. Amazon is again interesting if you guys like to look at what I call decent price action. You can see on the 1 minute chart, it went through the level, pulled back, rejecting the level, turning what was support into resistance. If you have conviction on that, it's a reverse ABCD. So those of you who like this kind of thing, setting up probably for a 5 minute ORB. An interesting activity. Oh, I'll show you guys a little bit of magic since we're here. Look at the chart here, NVIDIA. It hit that level, 144.67, and rejected firmly. There's a very good reason why. Does anyone know why it rejected right there? Any guesses?
Line of the color?
Yeah, that's the color of that line. Yes, that makes a sense. Yes. Burgundy. Because it's burgundy, it rejected. Yes.
It'd be amazing if it was that simple, right? I'm just going to put a line that it can't break through.
Yeah, we call them Avi levels. And,
They're
always get-
Peter Nachi levels today.
Peter, not,
Peter Nutty.
I can't take any claim for that.
Fun. All right, so I'm watching the SPY here. I was thinking about it. Could be a long further down at this 598.1 level, but I'm not convinced of it. It broke out, went on Friday, and it's just been messy around here. So inside of this zone where it is, between my two levels right now, I don't want to touch it. Still wait for that breakout to happen later, if it happens. Or if it goes down, we'll see. Maybe a reversal later. I don't know. For now, though, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nor anything for me. So some days are like that, right? Just got to be cautious. Just wait. The opportunities will be there. If not today, then tomorrow. But I'm sure later today. Most of my trades, by the way, most of my money is made well after the first hour of the market. So I don't ever stress about not getting a trade at the open. There'll be opportunity later. Oops.
Yeah, I'm the same. Most of my trading tends to be a little later. Tesla is very curious. Again, you see these 1 minute candles have been going up, up, and up. These lows are getting higher.
Yep.
I'd be really interested to see with this action if it breaks out on the upside. Again, another 5 minute RB kind of setup. It's messy. It's tricky. But it's something to watch. It's a bit contradictory because on a bigger time frame, for me, it's a short. But yeah, things to look at.
Yeah.
Ooh. Amazon's still stuck at that place, at that level here. Here we go. Unable to reject that level, and so there it goes. Now it goes up. It's pretty cool. Well, let's see. It still could be. I mean, I don't know which way this wants to go. I would have thought if it was truly a reverse ABCD, it should have gone by now. At the open, things are faster, but I wouldn't have conviction on it now. Well, let's see. Yeah, found buyers. Nvidia low of daybreak. There you go.
Oh, Nvidia, dude.
Pretty cool.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, and here you go, guys, with this naked trading setups that I use. There's a really good setup here on NVIDIA. When it pushed up and it rejected the level, it put in that long tail hammer. The new 1 minute low would have been here in trading. I look for this stuff on a 30-minute chart, but you have it here on a 1 minute happening very nicely. It's a near perfect pattern. If I see something like this on a 30, I usually go aggressive with it. Reversal pattern. And there goes Tesla now, that ORB to the upside, possibly happening. It just made a new high on the 1 minute chart. This is where I get a lot of FOMO. I don't trade these tickers anymore. Every day, they just keep moving. There it goes, Tesla. Who caught that? Somebody gets some.
Wow, Tesla's not a bad move. Like you said, wasn't that easy of a move, though, I would say.
Yeah, tricky, very tricky. Yeah, I believe in the 30-minute picture. In a 30-minute picture, I would never go long on this. 1 minute picture, if you guys believe in that, yeah. 5 minute to ORB. Let's look at the 5 minute candles. It should be interesting. Yeah, there you go. 5 minute ORB on Tesla.
Yeah, I use the 5 minute.
Yeah, so it looks good on that, on the 5 minute chart. Nice.
And if you look at the 1 minute, the very first minute, 9:30, there was a heavy volume with a very, very long tail. So I thought that maybe there is a lot of buy. That's why.
Nice. Yeah, you pick up that clue.
Yeah.
And once it reclaims its opening price, basically, then you have it. Yeah. It's good, man. Nice read on that. Very nice. Long tail hammers. So let's see. We have Amazon again on 30-minute picture. I would only think about a breakout of 214.90 if it gets back up there, if it sets up. Again, this is the 30-minute picture. You can see where it bounced off of pretty much what the high of a couple days ago. So there's lots of buyers in this thing. They need confirmation. So Tesla getting up to 290, that'll be a little sticky, I'm sure. The level I have is 293.64. That would be my target if I was in this long. But 290, obviously a sticky number right in the middle of the range. You want to de-risk it over there probably. Oh, Microsoft now. Okay, so there you go. So no leather jackets for the Microsoft guys, huh? They're losing it. There it goes, low of day break. ORB again. 5 minute picture, yeah, there it is.
Oh, let's see where they're at.
Sometimes I wonder why I should check the 30-minute chart. I should go back to the 5 minute. Yeah, just a lot more action. But no, it's a good reason to do what I do. Pedro, what are you saying here? Got Google breakout. Okay, let's look at that. Google, yeah, interesting. Google's place first. There they are. Now we have Oh yeah, Google was very fast and aggressive, but look at that, found major sellers just overhead. So the breakout happened quick if you were able to catch it and scalp it. Again, not stuff I like to do, but be careful. There's a lot of sellers overhead. They just told you that with this big tail over here, this long tail hammer. There you go. Who's catching that Microsoft move, huh? Looks all right. So Tesla, there you go, 290, and sure enough, that momentum stalled. The sellers are there. Ideally, it just consolidates, gives you a nice ABCD pattern for a continuation, second leg up. Things to keep an eye on. And Amazon also getting into its high of day. That setup on the 30-minute that I've been looking at for the breakout could be happening soon. It could be coordinated here with an ORB setup, which is quite powerful. There it goes. It's got to break. I don't like to catch these breakouts before they happen. Catch them after they happen or as they happen. Don't like to pre-enter breakouts anymore. Here you go. Amazon just made a new high. Things to look at. And let's see Tesla if it makes a new high again. That ABCD pattern might be happening. There's Amazon. Looks like there's momentum in it. Cool.
Good recovery on Amazon after that drop on the open.
Yeah, right back to its opening price.
NVIDIA is looking weak here after an initial strength.
Yes. Yeah, rejecting the level. That is actually a good catch. I didn't even see it. Yeah, NVIDIA, look at that. Firmly rejecting the level. Break the low of day. Basically a big old reverse ABCD pattern. Could be the beginning of a trend. After you have all the opening momentum, volatility, all that stuff, pick a big level and then a trend from there. That's the stuff I like to catch. Microsoft still going down. Look at that. Fun. Hey, look. So all you opening traders, all you momentum ORB guys had lots of fun already, huh?
Yeah.
Let's go and you get a hot mic. Hot mic guy. There you go. Be back. Okay, Tesla, there it goes. That new high, the ABCD. Let's see if it breaks. 291. There it goes. That's the new high. That's good confirmation. That looks like it wants to go. And again, the next level up for me would be the top of the 8 a.m. candle, 293.64. Amazon failed its breakout so far. Tesla's good. And Microsoft going the other way, straight down. Oh man, the FOMO is so real. Damn it.
The FOMO is real.
Yeah, now you got a bit of a double bottom on NVIDIA. Looks like it's finding buyers, and the second bottom higher than the first. And sure enough, it's on its way up. So interesting, but it's getting back into its opening range zone, so I'd be careful with it. Tesla looks good, and Microsoft, two of them. Wow, Amazon really, pushed down the other way. Now it's just a mess. A few minutes ago, it looked all right for that breakout to the upside. Happened. Yeah.
It's moving more aggressively than it normally does at the open.
Yeah.
But
Peter, you ordered too much stuff on Amazon, man. They're all
is that it?
That's it, man.
Maybe it's the other way. We in Canada, we've been generally sort of boycotting Amazon.
Oh, okay.
There's a whole anti-American purchasing sentiment going on. So you're gonna threaten our sovereignty, throw tariffs on us. We're fighting back with just with our dollars in a very, very passive aggressive Canadian way. We just grocery stores. We will not buy American produce. A lot of American companies we'll try not to purchase from. It's been like a whole grassroots campaign. So,
Well, that sounds exciting. Fun. Passive aggressive Canadians.
yeah.
In
And we feel
retail-
bad about it, but we're still doing it. So
in retailers, you see flags on individual items that these are made in Canada or is it?
Oh yeah, and it's amazing. Like every single ad on TV, they're proudly Canadian. Like they're manufactured in Canada. Like you will not, you're not spending any money advertising unless you're going to say you're a Canadian company. So it's been interesting to watch it happen. I've never seen such a such a movement in my life. So I don't know if that was the intent the administration had, but it's the effect.
Provides for good entertainment from those of us who are not involved. So.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it's entertaining here too. It's just
Nice.
all right. We do, yeah. So where are we going here? Like Tesla's moving higher. Most other things seem to have moved into a range, though.
Yeah.
Taking a look at around my charts here.
Tesla's just about hitting the level, almost there, and yeah, everything else is kind of a mess. And Amazon, sure enough, when it rejected 214.97 precisely, once again, there's a fantastic reason why it did that. For those of you who missed that little conversation. Same thing NVIDIA did earlier. And the SPY is in a great big choppy zone. Nothing to play with over there. Matt, you're looking at Uber. Let's look at Uber. I haven't seen Uber in a few years. Look at that. Looking good, strong. Levels. There you go. Yeah, you're looking at a breakout through the high of day. Previous resistance, 87.30. Let's see if that happens. Very interesting.
Good morning, Avi.
Morning. How you doing, Jackie?
Fine, and you?
Good.
The sunset?
Yeah, the sunset's gorgeous, man. I'm just much more interested in that than this price action. So. Look at that.
Avi,
Yeah.
what do you think you're going to trade today?
The SPY, that's all I ever trade anymore if it sets up. For now, it's in the middle of nowhere, just in the middle of these levels. And, when it gets to a level, then I can pay attention to it.
And Tesla? No?
Yeah, I'm not touching Tesla. I don't touch anything but the SPY these days. Just SPY options, nothing else. All this other stuff I'm watching too. I'll help you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Tesla slammed into that target. There it is. Again, Fibonacci level. I'm just going to keep banging it in until you guys believe it. So, Fibonacci level. Fun. Whoa, Uber, look at that little candlestick. False breakout, firm reverse hammer. Whoa. The way I trade, this would be a short now. But, I don't trade 1 minute stuff. If I saw this on a 30-minute, I'd be curious. It's not there on the 30. But, yeah. Anyways, keep an eye. That thing is jumpy.
Uber, that's one I don't look at regularly.
Yeah. So who caught that whole move on Tesla? Huh? It was fairly straightforward on a 1 minute perspective. Without looking at the bigger time frames, you have the ORB, very good setup, one level to the next. And halfway through, round number, you expect it to mess around. So. You got it, Anthony?
Yeah, I
Got
hold
it?
the break.
Nice. Yeah. You guys know what you're doing, man. That's awesome.
Me too.
Learning
I'm
from
actually
you.
looking for short opportunity now.
Yeah. Take the short, man. It's at an Fibonacci level. Look at the rejection.
To be honest, I was in the same boat with Peter looking for the rising devil, but when I saw the order flow and it saw a break, and after it broke the 5 minute, I was like, nope, this is a long, that's where I'm going.
Nice.
There you go. Good assessment, right? Sometimes you gotta You got to move with what the market tells you. It gives you the signal.
Avi, we're learning from the best.
Oh, yeah, we're all lucky to be here. I learned from the best as well, from BBT, the likes of Peter and all these guys. So we're all lucky to be here. But I might fall asleep before I get a setup today. This is really boring. There's nothing there. No
Have another
spy.
cup. You got this.
Another kind of Red Bull. I did that last week, I think, 2 weeks ago. A little Red Bull just before the open, and my heart rate went up. Like, oh crap, I can't trade. Not smart. Not for me. Yeah. I'll show you something, guys. NVIDIA again on this 1 minute candlestick setup. It came down. It put in the double bottom, a good looking double bottom at a level. Got that arch in the middle. This is what I like to see. With the second bottom higher than the first one, so it shows the buyers are taking over. And for my style of trading, the new 1 minute high would be the entry. And sure enough, you can see the buyers are in it. But again, this is a reversal setup, reversal strategy. And whenever I trade reversals, I'm always very aware that reversals are difficult to manage because they're basically going back where they came from. They get choppy. So managing a reversal is tricky, trickier than something like catching a trend. But you can see it on the candlestick setup. It's all there right now on NVIDIA. Again, I don't trade this stuff. I trade this on the 30-minute chart, but this is what if it looks like this on a 30-minute, I'd be very aggressive going long. I'll look for this on the SPY. But again, good price action. As expected, basically. So let's see, Tesla, what do we think is next? So on the 30-minute chart, let's see. So it went, even though it looked like a nice strong long, and it was, but all it's done is really go inside of its pre-market zone, really not much. So that's just a small move of the day so far. I'm trying to gauge what could happen next. And if you're catching a long from here going back up on a 30-minute chart, I would be very careful going long into this choppy zone where it's been choppy on Friday. Pre-market, during the day, and in the post-market, just a mess. So I would not like to be involved in that zone. 294 to 300. Well, let's see.
Yeah, 300 was the price it looked like they were trying to peg Tesla at last week, but that moment seems to have passed, doesn't it, with it down at the price it's at?
Yeah. Yeah, it's no fun right now.
Bookmap is a bit bearish. Let's see if it's gonna go down or not. I don't know, but Bookmap is bearish.
Bookmap bearish. Okay. Yeah. Now, what's interesting is you can look at this consolidation on Friday, and you had the breakout in the overnight, and then you can consider where it is right now, a retest of the bigger breakout for the short here at 293.64. I mean, that's an idea. It's a thesis. I'd be careful with it because at the moment it is strong. But that could happen. This is the kind of stuff I look for usually. That's been, yeah, I can see that kind of pullback here a few days ago. Here. Could be. Let's see. Cool.
Cool.
Oh man, the SPY is so boring. What the hell? I need to find things to trade. I really got to find something else to trade. Maybe commodities, futures, or something. Because this is just show up here. Mostly, I just stand here like a clown.
No, you're waiting for your opportunity. There's nothing wrong with that. Come on, man. Patience.
Patience. Yes.
Patience.
Yeah, it's worth it. Definitely worth waiting for a good setup when it comes. You just need one in a week or something. That's plenty. And you're good. So let's see. It's still, SPY is still stuck in the middle. What I like about the SPY is when it starts to go and it does a big picture breakout 30-minute stuff, and it happens in the middle of the day, it tends to get really jumpy, really volatile, almost like a low float at times. When it breaks out of a big area, that's when I like to catch it. And a lot of that's in the middle of the day. Put it on and then it goes for a big move. So it's that I'm really waiting for. Maybach, you're asking, would you ever consider playing these reversals off Avinacci levels? Yeah, so Maybach, my strategy is based on these Avinacci levels. I only put trades on around these areas, never anywhere else. Either it reverses from the area or it goes through it, right? There's two basic strategies. And when it gets to a level, I'll watch the price action on a 30-minute and pick up a thesis, whether long or short, never both at the same time. Like Peter was talking about earlier, you just get chopped up. So pick up a thesis. If you don't have one, there's nothing there, then wait for the next 30-minute candle and wait for it to get to another level. And then read it again. That's basically it. That's all I do.
You make it sound so simple.
Well, if it's any more complicated than that, I can't do it. It's too much for me to do. I like it simple. Simple, simple, simple. Day trading is emotionally very complicated. I need my energy to manage emotions. So trading itself should be technically simple. At least that's my philosophy.
Have you ever tried going to the futures?
I did that. I think at some point last year I played with the futures a little bit. But the problem I had, coming from the options background, is the futures just don't turn me on, because the leverage on options is something else, man. You don't get that kind of leverage. And then also you can manipulate the options with the go out of the money, get more gamma, those few things that I've become really used to.
There are some brokers that provide like enormous leverage on the futures. For example, futures, they provide you like really large amount of leverage for the futures. So I was thinking maybe you can save a lot of money in your stops as well as your entries if you try the futures. Like sometimes, I would say 50% of the times you don't get the stop as planned. It goes down a little bit, at least like $15,000 to $20,000 per stop.
Yep, I have that problem there. That's right. The spreads get really heavy with the options and stuff. So if you're saying that liquidity and leverage is available with a different broker, that's something to explore. Might be worth it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Give it a try with AMP futures, AMP futures.
AMP futures. Okay, so that's the broker, huh? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Maybe I'll get in touch with them. See what they got. Futures broker. Oh, so they specialize in futures. Got it. All right. Trading View, MetaTrader. They have all these Sierra charts. Yeah, I see it. Cool. Thanks. I've got it open here. So something to think about. At this point, basically, all I'm going for is liquidity. Wherever I find the most liquidity with massive leverage, that's where I'm going. So at the moment, that's buy options. The futures could be good. So yeah, Tesla broke that level, but now messing around with it. The new high is encouraging for the continued move up. But again, that's just a 1-minute picture. I'd be very careful here. 30-minute stuff is looking different. Oh, AMD's another one. Peter, you still have that love affair going on with AMD?
Yeah, actually, it's shifted. I tend to watch Nvidia much more actively than AMD these days. I mean, I keep an eye on it, but not as closely as I once did. And I find that happens, right? Like, it just became a joke as people picked it up. But you get a stock that you tend to like because you get familiar with it, you get comfortable with the way it moves. I'm always cautious of telling people don't get overconfident, right? Sometimes you can get too comfortable and then you think you know what it's going to do. That's usually when you get yourself into trouble, right? Oh, I know what it's going to do, because then you jump in before the signals actually present themselves. So, but yeah, I mean, AMD is not bad. Nvidia in the last 6 months has been better.
Awesome. You got to keep it healthy. Can't get too confident about it. I had the same thing with Meta not long ago. The last quarter of last year, I was all over her, but then I had to dump her. So
Maybach? Can I call you Maybach? Is that what you're supposed to be named after? The car?
Yeah, man.
I always wanted Maybach. Anyways, don't worry. It's a non-exclusive. We have a very open relationship, so there's room for everybody.
Oh, it's poly, I think. Is that what it's called? Polyamorous?
Well, yeah. Well, that's only if we all go at the same time, I guess. But
Oh, that's a little freaky.
that's what trading stocks is. It's freaky all the way. So,
oh man.
all right, Tesla's approaching Friday's close here, so it looks like it can get up through that. 295.14 is that number. It's only 60 cents. That's nothing for Tesla. It'll at least poke its head at green, and we'll see if it can hold it.
Yeah. Again, a decent looking ABCD kind of setup on Tesla on the 1 minute chart, but again, this is a place to be careful. Let's see, Microsoft, nothing. AMD is interesting, making a lower high. Perhaps the sellers are taking over on AMD.
What do you think of Google, Avi? It's that high of day.
Google, let's see. Yeah, you guys are interested in Google today, huh? Let's see. Yeah, it just broke high of day just a moment ago, if you caught that. It's been a messy piece of price action, though. Not trending, because you see it goes up, it goes down, goes up, and goes down. You want healthy pullbacks. It's hard to even trust these as pullbacks. I'd be a little careful with Google. It looks like it's whipping in one direction and whipping in another direction, and it'll probably stop you guys out of it. So you can scalp it. I wouldn't trust it for a longer move. Now it's getting into that level I've got, 176.23. And what is that, all-time high? No, I can't. Oh, yeah. You can see the high on the 21st of May. It's approaching that area. So be careful. There's resistance overhead. Oh, here's something to look at. If you guys see what's happening here on Microsoft. So I trade based on levels, and if you are trading on levels, basically on anything really, you got to make sure that the price action is respecting it. And you can see on Microsoft, in this 30-minute picture, these candlesticks are not respecting the level. These first two candlesticks so far today. So I don't trust it at this level. I would not be putting any risk on it. And you can see on the 1 minute, it's just going right through it. I just wouldn't trust it. I needed to really trust the level because I need to trust the level. I need to put a risk on the other side of that level. And something like this, when I see this kind of action, no way. I just let it go. Very hard to trust. Way back, you want to know why not include volume on the chart? Does it mess with your psychology when you're trying to enter trade? See a SPY momentum plays, seems good, decent indicator. I removed volume from my charts probably 6 months ago because I found that I wasn't even using it. I kind of just forgot about it and just started trading without it. And yeah, I considered a few different things, but essentially, for me, in the way I perceive things, volume just gives me more confusion than clarity. And for me, I want very simple, absolute clarity. And one single indicator gives me clarity. The more indicators I have, the more I get mixed up. Like this one tells me it might be okay. This one tells me it's actually a good setup. That one's just telling me the other thing. So I have 5 different indicators telling me 3 different things. Get a little mixed up, right? So I removed everything, and I get everything I need to know from these candlestick things. And that's it. So I've just refined it down to this now. And if you looked at my charts, even like 2 years ago, you'd see there were about 5 different indicators and 3 different time frames, and it's just messy. My trading's better for it now that I've removed it. But again, that's a reflection of my personality, so it may not be good for everyone. So when you're trading, you really got to develop your trading style. so that it's a reflection of your personality and the way you perceive things. And that's
Indicator to rule them all.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of value in what Avi's saying, guys. You should keep that in mind. Usually when you start trading, and you almost have a superset of indicators because you're not exactly sure what you want to use, and that's okay, right? You might have complicated charts. You notice my charts are a lot more complicated, largely because I keep them that way because other people are looking at things, and I need to understand the levels they're asking me about. But if you can, I would advise you follow a similar path to what Avi just described. If you're not using it, get rid of it. Simplify your view, right? So you can really focus in on the things that you want to see, especially if you like to watch multiple tickers. You don't understand how cluttering that can be, because if you're flipping between charts, you then have to reorient yourself and sort of get your eye on things. The simpler your chart is, the much faster you can sort of flip between different tickers and sort of say, yeah, I know what this is doing, I know what this is doing, I know what this is doing, right? Is it ready? Yes, no, right? And makes life simple. You'll notice Avi's not alone in that, right? In the variable trading community, we got Jared. His charts are extremely simple because he realized the same thing. John, a lot the same way, right? Say, I'm not using it, I'm going to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. Clarity of thought. The last thing you want is confusion when you're trying to put risk on the line. Oh boy. No. I have been over the weekend and even before working on maybe trading without the pre-market action. So let's see if I can pick up something on that. I haven't developed the strategy fully yet, but let's see if we can find something here. So without the pre-market action, that's what the 30-minute chart looks like. So now how about levels? I would have to do them manually. So you got this high over here. You can see that's pretty obvious. You got where it bounced here, which was resistance. No, I put it here. There you go, resistance. And it bounced off. So you can see, there you go. That's what this strategy would look like. Fairly simple. And then you're looking for a breakout to the upside of 600.58. How far would it go? It would be just zoom back. If you have some action over there, you don't, then just measure moves. So how many dollars is that? Let's call it $2 here. So breakout from 600.58, go for $2, about 602.5. I'd put a target right there. That's it. There's a strategy. This is kind of the direction I think I might be going in towards with my trading.
If anybody's watching CRWV, it hit a new high of day on some volume.
Nice. What is CRWV? Is that one of those drone things you were saying?
No, this is CoreWeave. They're doing AI data center services.
Cool. AI, huh? Yeah. I get these ads, where it says you download this app, and then in the app you upload a screenshot, and in 10 seconds it'll tell you whether to go long or short. AI will spit it out at you. Like, okay, sure. I'm
Really?
almost tempted to just try it. I've seen a few ads like that. They're coming out to me. I don't know, man. Of course, I wouldn't trust it, but just for entertainment, I might play with it. Paper trading.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure I would trust that either, but if it was that simple, why don't they just use it themselves and not share it?
Yeah, there you go. Yep. All right. I see something interesting here on Microsoft. Yeah. So getting into its high of day area. Let's see if it does a good breakout. Might have an opportunity there for a breakout. High of day is that green line right there. 471.20. If you guys like breakouts. And the SPY, I'll just keep it here for now. Watch it like this. No big deal. Cool. And guys, we have about 15 minutes left in this session. Let me know. Let us know anything you want to talk about. After this, I'll be in the BBT webinar room for the elite members at 11 for 1 hour. So that's the schedule for today. All right, maybe I could be there. Nice. Gurinder, you better be there. You won the membership last week, right? I expect to see you there.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, it's been pretty quiet so far. We had a couple of initial moves that were looking promising, but it's slow. Apple is at high of day. Microsoft also now has moved slowly and steadily here to. Actually, it's not quite high of day on Microsoft. The initial spike was higher. Tesla still hasn't broken yesterday's close, so.
Yeah, Tesla is a great big mess up here. I would not put risk on long or short at the moment, the way it's behaving. And I think Microsoft is interesting. If it just sits here at 471, little consolidation, maybe an ascending wedge, that would be a setup for a break of high today, perhaps. And then those other jackets come into the picture. So let's see. And Tesla is threatening 295 again right now. Let's have a look, see what happens this time. Fun. Not really able, huh? Satch, what are you saying? You're working with a developer, finalize indicators on TradingView. Okay. 8 a.m. levels, intraday trend based. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, please do share whenever you got that going. I'm curious. Huh? Microsoft fighting sellers there, not able to truly consolidate before a breakout. So not happening. Not yet, at least. And I like the look of the SPY chart. Look at that. There's no pre-market action. It's like, I just need a black and white old CRT screen from the 70s. That'll be enough. Trade on that. It's so easy. Yeah. Get those in music.
Classic monitors that just display things only in orange.
Yeah, just that. Used to play Pac-Man and various games on those back in the day.
I'm a little late to the party. Well, welcome.
Maybach, what are you looking at? AMD. Watch AMD. It's getting to that high of day, but I'd be super careful with it because the last time it got to this place, let's look at it. What is it? It's 933 or 934. You could see that the major seller sitting right there, right at that key level again. You know why they're sitting at that level. So I don't have to repeat that, but be careful of them. They're right there. If you're thinking about a breakout, I would wait for it to actually break out, make a new high with a good consolidation before the breakout, things like that. But you know there's a big seller sitting there. At the same time, you do have these higher lows happening. It's the trend is generally upwards. But again, key area. You can see even right now, just a big rejection. You gotta be careful with this. Yeah, be careful. If you caught AMD in the long, that would be cool. This is where I'd take it off if I was long.
I think actually Avi's session, it's in the Bearable Traders room, isn't it?
Yes, 11 a.m. is in the Bearable Traders room, webinar room for the elite members.
Okay.
Yeah, webinar. Yep.
Here we go, Tesla. Are you going to be able to do it this time? There's a seller trying to hold it back here from going green. See if they're successful this time again.
Yeah, I bet there's liquidity right there, right? 295. Did someone say that earlier? It's probably a big order there. Yeah. Cool.
Hey, Avi, good morning.
Morning. So,
I have a
welcome back.
question for you. So, SPY is a very good consolidation on 30 minutes. You're right. I mean, there is a yesterday's high at close to 601, right? 601.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, would you consider once it breaks out, and are you going to wait for that to break out, or what would be your thoughts on that?
Where's the Avi level on this? 8 a.m. I've lost it.
630, yeah.
600.3. Okay, so I'll just put that right now. For now, I don't have it on my chart. Anyways, so what I'll be looking for is once it gets to that 600.3, and I'll see what the candle shapes look like. I want to see the higher lows, and if the lows are truly getting higher on these 30-minute candles, I have conviction that when the breakout happens, it's gonna go through this overhead resistance and go for my next Avi level. So that's really all I'm looking for. Otherwise, if the quality of the consolidation is not that good, as in these lows are not really getting higher, then I'd really wait. I'd be careful. I'd let it go to that previous day's high and see what it does there. And if that happens to be far off from my level, then it's just too far out and there's no trade. Just gotta let it go.
Okay. So basically it would be the type of candle it forms, right? And once the breakdown, which will show us the strength of the breakout. Okay.
Yeah. Patterns, candle patterns.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thanks, Larry. Appreciate it.
Yeah, sure. But today I'm trading a different strategy. I'm just putting lines on the chart and taking a nap. That's the strategy. and no pre-market activity. Actually, I have another chart here. I can put it. Oh, okay, there it is. So these are the Avi levels. And yeah, there's this whole dilemma. Do you consider pre-market activity or should you not? I mean, I've done it both ways and the results are the same to me so far. So I'm thinking might as well just remove it since it's meaningless. That's less candles to look at, less brain power to be used. So something to do, something to think about. But then that whole Avi levels thing got to change. Let's see.
Jeez, they're really holding Tesla from breaking yesterday's close or Friday's close. So it's interesting.
Where is that close? What level? Sheesh, I don't even have that on my chart.
295.14. So like you pointed out, there's liquidity at 295, but they're pushing it down before it gets there. So
wow, yes. That'll be interesting. Red to green. If it pops aggressively, that could be a fast one.
Yeah, I mean, it will break. It will break through. It's just a matter of when, and whether it'll hold it or not.
Nice.
What does the book map says about Tesla? Do you know?
I don't have liquidity or level 2 or book map, but everyone's been talking about 295 with orders sitting there.
All the kids are talking about 295.
Man.
Jackie, the book map is pretty balanced, to be honest. Up above and below the market. Slightly heavier to the downside, but it's not enough to really say that it's bearish.
All righty, cool.
Thank you. Thank you, Ant-Man.
Oh, man. There you go. Now Tesla went through 295, probably hit a lot of volume. You guys will look at volume bars.
If only you had some.
Yeah. Totally unnecessary noise, you know. Let's see. Now, well, so on my style of trading, 300.42 is the next level up, but there's plenty of junk on the way. You want to be careful with. There you go. It's happening fast as expected. When it pops fast. Agnes, you're saying you don't feel like you see enough setups or not a lot of setups. You go a whole week without a setup. That's good. That's great. You have enough patience to wait. And if you go a whole week without taking a setup because, well, you didn't get a setup, that's great. You didn't manufacture a setup. You didn't overtrade. You didn't get frustrated. Those are all things to a lot of people succumb to those things, right? So it's good that you got that skill, that discipline. It makes sure that you don't blow up. It's remember those red columns or those red rows in the P&L. Imagine if they're not there. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't have them there when you wait for your setup. Well, you have less of them there. Put it that way. So good discipline. That's a good thing. I think it was last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago, I think. I took only one trade the whole week. And so far, this week feels that way already. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, feels that way already. A little bit early days here, but okay. I should have taken. So Tesla, one of my favorite plays is right when you get these pops after it holding, if you see the weakness, to sort of short the pop. So I was watching it here, but I didn't feel bold enough at my first trade of the week to be shorting a strong stock. Should have. Look at that. It's back red again.
Yeah.
Disc.
Wow. Yep. Tricky place, Tesla. Very tricky.
Avi, what do you think about your ex-girlfriend?
Man, stop talking about it. I just got over her, and now you bring it all back. Oh my god. All right, let's have a look. Let's look. Let's see what she looks like today, huh? Meta. 30-minute chart. Wow, so it had a good consolidation. Well, not good, but it was good. It was tight. And then the breakout happened early in the day. Let's see it. Yeah. Whoa. Tough to trade this thing. My goodness. I think this is just complicated. I don't know why you would trade this. It's in a choppy zone. You can see where it is choppy, but when it did break out earlier from there, it got resistance overhead. So I'd be very careful catching the breakout, going right into high of day, 705-ish. And I don't like the look of this at all. You can see there's gaps, little gaps here in the 1-minute chart, which is unusual. I don't like to see that. This thing's just so aggressive. It moves fast. These candles are overlapping each other. It's just, you can't trust it. Again, there's easier ways to make money in the market than playing with this. So
yeah, that's meta.
Yeah, you don't need to play with this. You'll just hurt yourself. So look at something else, man.
Thanks.
Yep. Look at AMD. It's consolidating now at just around the high of day, just below. So this could be a good getting ready for a breakout, a consolidation before the breakout. It could be something to keep an eye on. Be careful. There's sellers up there. But you really want it to break out properly. So this is something to keep a really close eye on if you're interested in these kinds of setups. Because right now the 1 minute is good. It's bullish. Oh, there's the breakout. Boo! Just as we're talking about it. You see how fast that happened? Probably lots of liquidity there. Probably lots of volume right now. Again, you guys who like volume, I can just imagine the volume. I don't even look at the bars. Forget it. Just let it be. But there it is. AMD. So if it's a genuine breakout, which looks like it's a good one, what do we have further out? We have 122.42. That's the low. Got the round number 122 on the way. Be careful of that. On 30-minute, there's no setup, but on the 1 minute, it was there. So there you go. It's interesting. Where's the SPY? It's just sitting there. There. Yeah, the seller went for lunch. That's right, Maybank. Early lunch. Ben, you want to know how to switch the screens between Peter and me? You see this little icon on the bottom right where you have these two people next to each other? Click on that and search whatever you want. Like you want to search for Peter or me, and you'll find where there'll be two. One will be the presentation, that's the screen share, and the other is the person on the mic. So you'll see like two Peters and two Avis. Pick the presentation, whichever one you want. That should do it. I think that's how it works. If I'm wrong, guys, let me know.
Amazon. You can just find the one that looks like the screen you want, and then pin that to your.
Pin it,
and then it'll become the main one you're watching. Either way.
What are you saying here, Lovepreet? $2,000 in commissions for 250 contracts on $1 move. 125,000. I'm confused. What are you saying here? Minimum margin $400. So you're saying commissions would be
That's for the futures. I was trying to
Okay.
describe how much money you will save in the commissions and with the exact stop losses. So they provide one contract for $400. That's like the lowest. That's the highest margin you can get in the futures market that I have seen till now.
One contract for, I'm sorry, $400 the commission on a contract? Or,
No. $400 for day trading one contract.
Oh my God.
Oh, you need $400 to buy it. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I know what you mean. That'll be interesting. That's leverage. Cool. Look at it.
All right, guys. I missed. I need to show you my look. Take the damn trade. Again, I was going to take it short. It had weakness there, just at 296 as it broke that level, and oh my God, would have been beautiful.
Oh no.
Oh well.
Yeah. Well, the market is a gold mine. It'll give you a mountain pass fairly shortly.
Oh yeah, there'll be opportunity.
And for
good.
this E-mini future gives you $50 per $1 move on the futures, and $1 move on SPY is $10 move on the futures.
Oh, there you go. That's
So-
all right. That's leverage, yeah.
Yeah, so $1 move on SPY, and if you have 250 contracts, that will need a buying power of around $100,000 for just for day trading.
Okay. Well, that's all right.
That will
That sounds
give
like
you $125,000 just with $1 move in SPY. That's it.
Oh wow. And shit, I typically target $3-4 moves. So cool. There you go. There's millions to be made. All right. Cool, man. Yeah, let's get into this. Let's dig in a bit more and see what we can do with this. That's cool. Thanks. Start a new account and do all that. And those of you who've been watching AMD, that high of day break happened. It's consolidated at just about high of day, and now again in the last minute or so, pushing right through 122. Probably had liquidity. Probably big volume in there right now.
Yep.
40 cents. That'll be a target. That's the setup, and it was a good one. Decent setup. Took a while. Took what, an hour almost to come around. All right, guys, and that is just past 10:30. So in about 25 minutes, I'll be in the webinar room in BBT for elite members. Come on in, say hi, take some trades. Don't pay too much in commissions, and we'll have some fun with that. Hope you guys are green so far, and we'll be back in this session again tomorrow. Thanks, Peter. Thanks for hanging out.
All right.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody. Trade smart. Remember, if you got questions, you can always reach out to us, and we're happy to answer. So take care, and we'll talk to you later.
Thanks, Avi. Thanks, Peter. Catch you all later.
Yeah.
Thanks.
See you guys.